The ego is good. Why do I say this? Some people say, and like a lot of very manipulative people say this, that the ego is something to be destroyed. The ego is the cause of the world's problem. But to be rational about this, you must understand why they are saying this. The end goal of many people who want to end the ego is a selfless person who is committed to the collective, even at the expense of his self. It is the fundamental attitude of the ant colony. It is the death of the self in exchange for a collective good, whatever that collective good means. And usually that just leaves more power to the heads of the societies and the heads of movements rather than the self and the individual and the enterprising person. Freedom fundamentally requires an ego. An ego is fundamentally required. These people who say you should get rid of the ego, you should get rid of the self, you should be focused on others before self, are fundamentally against the idea of freedom. They want to enslave you to the collective, and they want to ensure that you have no chance of ever straying from their specific path. It's the reason why do you think that some of these communists fundamentally are anti-individual freedom, anti-property rights, anti any sense of independence from the state? It is because they are afraid of the ego. Many people are afraid of the ego. The ego is the biggest worry. It is the biggest fear of tyrants, because a person with an ego can fundamentally transform the direction of history. The great man, the great woman, the great individual is limited by the collective. And because there's a crabs in the bucket mentality, the collective ultimately tries to restrict their freedom until they overthrow the collective. Everyone who wants to succeed, everyone who wants to achieve, has to find a way to limit the collective's influence on them very early in their life, or else they are always running around like a slave to a master. Be a masterless person. Accept the ego, because if you do not, you will never have freedom. Thank you.